is Kevin Davison, your host for Kevin's Korner, Real Estate from a Marketing Perspective. And this is episode number 137. And you don't know it, but it's not Friday, it's Tuesday. And this is a special occasion. We have a very special young lady on the podcast today that I offered to do this for because she's got something she'd like to share with you. And we'll do that. We'll get into that in just a second. But with every episode, I always have to pay the bills. So I got to make sure and thank Jennifer Smitis, the area steward title vice president, Mike Snyder, the sales manager, Caitlin Cornick, Devin Van Wynn, our escrow officers here in the Sugar Land office, as well as Gracie Lagos and Melissa Caruso, the escrow officers in the Richmond office, and everybody else that works with me in both of our offices. If it wasn't for you guys, I would not have a podcast, so thank you very much. Also, if you are a regular watcher, listener to the podcast, you subscribe to the podcast, and you are a real estate agent or a vendor that operates in the Fort Bend County area, and you'd like to be on the podcast, then give me a call, 832-654-0527, or email me at kevin.davidson@stewart.com, and we'll get you on the calendar. Now that the bills are paid, everybody's been thanked, everybody's happy. Let me introduce you guys, or I'm going to let her introduce herself, but this is Sharon Yeary. She is my new friend of about exactly, 6 days? About 6 days. We actually met at the Asian American Real Estate Association luncheon, which was last Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Stacy Wynn. How you doing, President? And we were talking and just kind of having lunch and getting along. And she mentioned that she was running for HAR Board 2027 Small Brokerages.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
And I said, well, I'd love to help you with that. I have helped another real estate agent that was running for a different position, different board member with a different organization. And I invited her to be on the podcast. She came, she won, and she, good. For some reason, says that she attributes it to being on the podcast. Just saying. So I said, if you're up to it, you want to be on the podcast, and maybe it'll help. So she said yes. So this is Sharon Yeary. Say hi to everybody. And
hi, everybody.
She is a longtime real estate agent. She is with Sharcom Realty LLC. She's a broker owner, and she's experienced everything when it comes to real estate.
Absolutely.
Tell everybody just a little bit about yourself, as far as who you are, where you came from, and what drives you so much. Because you told me you really love real estate.
I love real estate. I have a passion for it. My whole life, I lived in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, mainly since about 1991.
Okay.
And I had a great business there. I also worked and taught at American Airlines for 20 years, and retired from American. And at the same time, I was selling real estate. I was doing great in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
What were you teaching in American Airlines?
I teach the software Sabre.
Oh, okay.
How they make reservations and all of that. And I taught that for about 12 years. And then I got hired into the IT department, which I was the only female in the IT department, which was kind of strange sometimes.
Hey, it's good to be the first.
Yeah, it was great to be the first. And I had a great time at that for 4 years. I helped with some of the coding and some of the technical issues behind AA.com. Loved it. But in the meantime, I was also selling real estate. I would go out for lunch and show homes.
Wow, okay.
I worked 7 to 3:30. At 4 o'clock, I was out showing homes. Had a great business. I loved it. Then 7 years ago, I moved to the Katy area.
Okay.
And fell in love with it. I fell in love with Katy. It had everything I wanted. And I moved because of family, which is the number one reason most people relocate. Family or jobs.
Yeah.
And so I moved here for my daughter and son-in-law to help with their kids. and we live right next door to each other.
Yeah, you told me that. Yeah.
We have a gate in the backyard, so the kids can run through instead of running out in the front yard.
Front and back round through.
Yeah. Which is good and bad sometimes. But
Depends.
I've been a member of HAR long before we moved here. Excuse me, HAR.
Yeah,
not
HAR.
HAR.
Yeah, not HAR. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about. So the reason why you're here and the reason why you wanted to do this podcast is because you are running for a position on the HAR board for 2027,
Mm-hmm.
small brokerages. Tell everybody what that position is about and why you're running for it.
I'm running for it because I've been there. I own a small brokerage.
Mm-hmm.
I know the challenges that we come across every day. My main goal is to make my agents successful. My main goal is to make all small brokerages successful because I think this is a great time for small brokerages.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many mergers and different things going on in the industry, but I think a lot of realtors may not want the big box,
Mm-hmm.
type of atmosphere.
Right.
And they want to join a boutique, a smaller office where they can get more help in marketing, more help in getting listings,
Mm-hmm.
training. I'm an instructor for Texas Realtors,
Yes.
and I love that. I love to see the sparkle in people's eyes when they've got it,
Mm-hmm.
and they go out and become successful. So that's my main goal of running for the board in small brokerages, so I can help them be successful and maybe teach them some
Oh, yeah. I mean,
technical things.
I teach agents how to grow their business with the marketing expertise that I have. I teach CE classes, so I get it. I mean, when someone comes to me for help and they leave, I mean, yesterday I had an agent come in and I helped her design her logo in Canva, which most people would think, that's a pretty simple thing to do, but she didn't know how to use Canva.
Mm-hmm.
When she left, she gave me a hug. She told me I was the greatest, and she now has a brand for her company.
Well, you are the greatest,
Well,
Kevin.
I'm trying. But my point is I understand what you mean by what makes you feel good when you help people and things. So,
Right.
so let's talk a little bit about what it is specifically that you're going to be wanting to do for small brokerages if you win the position.
If I am elected into the position, I want to get out to the small brokerages what is actually going on in HAR.
Mm-hmm.
Even before they adopt a new rule or legislation or whatever, I want their input because I don't think they're getting what the small brokerages really need or want to help them in their business. It's all about them.
You want to be the voice for the voiceless.
I want to be the voice, and
Yeah.
I've got a big voice.
Well, I've seen, if you guys don't know who she is not your typical real estate agent that's been around for a long time. She's all over social media. She's all over YouTube, teaches AI, which a lot of people are scared of. So she's a wealth of knowledge as far as modern marketing goes. And that is not typical in today's world. Let me ask you a good question. You want to give small brokerages a voice with HAR, and you also want to expand on practical compliance and risk management support. What does that mean?
What that means is I'm a constant learner. I'll tell you that right up front. What I learn as far as risk management, I take all the classes, anything I can to learn and to help others. And risk management is a big deal right now with everything that's going on in the market. So I want people to be able to follow all the rules and know what the rules are. And that's a main issue. A lot of people don't even know if they're doing something wrong right now.
I had a contracts update class a week or two ago, and the instructor was asking agents questions for things that they should have come in already knowing, because they were not the changed rules, they were the current rules.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them didn't even know that.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand. And one of the things you want to do is you want to help brokerages compete with better technology.
Yes, that's a big deal. And Renee, who is the president of HAR now, he's amazing. His focus is technology, and he wants his staff to get out there and to teach and to update everybody on what's going on. And I think that's great. But we also need more of it. I go out to companies, I have classes through title companies such as Stewart, and teach the 3-hour AI, how you can make a video in 15 minutes, which it's very easy. I'll be honest, the first video I made took me 8 hours.
Yeah. Oh, first podcast I made, it took me the entire Sunday to edit it. Now I can do it in 20 minutes.
I know, it just... I wanted my hair to be perfect. I wanted my face to be perfect. I wanted my voice to be perfect. And somebody told me, he said, you look like you look. You sound like you sound. Get over it.
I want to meet him because I tell agents the same thing. I tell them the exact same thing. If you're scared of doing video, get over it because everybody else is.
Yeah, nobody cares what you look like.
They care what's coming out of your mouth.
They care what they're learning.
Exactly. How are you going to create stronger education for brokers?
By going out there and finding out what they need, what they want, creating a class. Texas Realtors authorized my class in about a week on AI. So I got that approved immediately through TREC because so many people need it.
Yeah.
It's once you learn it, and learn how to use it, whether you're using ChatGPT or Claude. Once you know the prompts and how to get them, it will help your business tremendously. You'll save hours on marketing.
It's just a little bit. It's a little bit of a roadblock or a little bit of a climb. Once you get over to the other side, the rest of it's easy.
It is.
It's just a little bit, and a lot of people are apprehensive about it because they're like, oh, there's no way I can learn that. It's too technical. There's too much to it, and there's actually very little to it. The AI programs, the ChatGPT, the Claudes, they do all the work for you. You just have to know how to communicate with them.
Right, exactly. The prompts are what's important.
Now, you're going to be, if you win this, you already are, but you win this election and you become a board member of the HAR for 2027, how are you going to create and build a mentorship program for small brokerages?
Well, from what I understand, they're in the works of creating a mentor program for small brokerages. I met with a person from HAR and another broker several months ago about creating something, mentorships, mentoring the small brokerages. And of course, I was past president of HIREBA, which is a Houston Independent Real Estate Brokers Association for the last 2 years. And that's a great place to get mentorship. There is so much knowledge in that group. My philosophy is if I'm not out earning, I should be in a class learning.
There you go. Very nice. She's got a lot of them. She's pretty good. She's done this for a little while. Let's talk about, there's something you have a note here. You want to be an advocate for affordable access to opportunities. Does that mean less expensive opportunities? Does that mean more opportunities? What does that mean?
It means everything. More opportunities, less expensive. We need to be able to compete with the large brokerages as far as technology, as far as rules and recruiting. We need to be able to offer the same thing just on a more personalized basis because we are a smaller brokerage.
Well, I've been in real estate since 2014. I can't speak right now. I was in the property management for 9 years, and then now I'm here in title. But one thing I've learned is that you're right. The large brokerages do offer a lot of stuff to agents, but what they lack in that is the personal
Touch.
the personal coaching, and well, but we'll assign you a mentor. I don't want a mentor because then I have to pay them too. The small brokerages, the boutique brokerages, those are the ones that are wanting to offer the same things as the big guys, but they do it on a personal level.
Mm-hmm.
So the real estate agent feels like they have someone that they can call, they can email, they can text to get answers when they have answers, and not have to wait in line or wait for an answer.
Right. I know some brokerages only take calls between 10 and 11 and 3 and 4 if
There
you
you
have
go.
questions. That's not when my challenges come up, my crisis. Even brokers don't know everything.
Right.
I call people all the time sometimes just asking, am I doing this right? You know, we need to be available to our agents while they're out there in the field. I'm up till 12:30 or 1 o'clock in the morning
You're up later than
working.
I am. Wow.
You know, but, well, now I do sleep a little later, but
Okay.
just because I want to be there for my agents, I'll go
Mhm.
out and help them with open houses. I'll go out and have them go with listing appointments with me, closings, you know, title. You know, a lot of people don't understand what title does at the
Right.
closing.
No, we get questions about title all the time, especially from new agents that, they're on their first or second listing and they're like, what do I do next? And we're, to plug my escrow officers, my great escrow officers, we're one of the few title companies that is willing to sit on the phone and answer questions like that. A lot of them are like, you should already know that.
Yeah.
But we answer questions and things like that. So, but you seem like you're really advocating for the smaller brokerage and for the real estate agent that feels like that they didn't get what they were looking for when they were at a big place.
That's right. That's right. When you're at a big office, and I started out at a large office. I changed to another real big office when I was in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and then I opened my own company because several reasons. I got tired of paying for their brick and mortar. My business was great. And people don't use you because of who you work for. They use you because they know you and trust you.
Tell that to the big brokerages.
Yeah, that's right. It's just one client who I've helped before, I called them and said, do you mind if I open my own business? Would it affect our relationship? She said, Sharon, personally, I don't know who you work for. I just know that you do a great job for us.
Yeah. It's all about yourself. Agents, I ask agents all the time, what is it that you're selling? And they always say, real estate. No, you're not. You're selling yourself, your personality, your ability to answer their questions, your ability to make their dreams come true, your ability to fix their issues. And when I tell them that, everything in their mind just changes and a light bulb goes off. And they're a different real estate agent after that because no one ever explained that to them.
Right.
There's thousands of real estate agents in the city of Houston, but they all don't do business or run their business the way you do. And, agents get discouraged. Well, there's so many agents, I'm never going to be able to be successful. No, that's the wrong attitude to have. Because if you approach your business with the mindset that you're selling yourself and you market your business like a company, you just eliminated 75% of the competition in the city. Because the 75% you eliminated, they're not doing any of that.
No.
They're just sitting waiting for the phone to ring.
And when I first moved here, I felt like there were 3,000 agents in Katy on my cul-de-sac. On my cul-de-sac, 3,000. Everybody was an agent.
Yep.
I thought, I haven't got a chance. And it was hard for me when I first moved here to get into the business. So what I did, I went out and took every course I could that HAR was offering. And I didn't care what it was. I learned something from every class, even if I've taken it before.
Right.
You
bettered yourself. You made yourself better and you made your company better.
And we constantly have to make ourselves better in this market now.
But what you also have to do with that education is market that education.
And you have to use it.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to learn a lot, but sometimes I fail to apply what I learn. So I'm trying harder at that.
Well, you're doing better than most, because I tell agents half the battle is either learning or getting the platform.
Mm-hmm.
The other half is actually leaving here and using it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't use it, there's nothing I can do for you.
No,
It doesn't help at all.
it's like leading the horse to water. You
Exactly.
can't make them drink.
Exactly. Let me ask you one more question about your HAR bid for the board of directors there. How are you going to improve communication between HAR and small brokerages?
I'm very outspoken. I always ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe sometimes I might know the answer to the question, but I want it out in the public, the answer, because sometimes small brokerages don't understand what's going on in the middle of the board, or what they're doing to change things. And I want to get that word out, that what small brokerages need to be successful, and communicate to HAR,
Mm-hmm.
we got to do something here.
Right.
You know, I don't care if it embarrasses me. You know, I want to help others.
Mm-hmm. Now, again, I mentioned this already. I've been in real estate since 2014. I have met a lot of people on HAR. I know a couple of people that are on it now, I believe. I've supported HAR. I've taught for HAR. And I want to be perfectly honest right now on my own podcast. I've never met someone like you that's wanted to be part of HAR that is so passionate about being an advocate for small brokerages. I never have. Okay. I'll be honest with you. Most of the people, and if you're on an HAR board now and you know me, I'm not talking about you directly,
Mm-hmm.
but most people that were running for the board or wanted to be involved in HAR, it's because they were social butterflies. They wanted to play, they wanted to party, they wanted to be part of all the events. And once they got that opportunity, they were done. They didn't do anything else with it. They just went to all the meetings, all the events, and had fun. You seem like you're the
That's
exact
not me.
opposite. Exactly.
That's not me. If
Yeah.
I'm going to go somewhere, it's because I want something done.
Mm-hmm. And real estate agents need someone like her, okay? And need someone like Sharon.
Thank you.
Tell everybody why they should vote for you.
Why they should vote for me? Well, I have a sense of humor. You'll see that in some of my videos that I have done, because I don't want real estate to be this serious career opportunity for everybody. But I also can be very, very serious about what we as small brokerages need. I speak up, I stand up. I won't let you down. I promise that.
Yeah, I mean, we just met 6 days ago, and you've already done everything that you said you were going to do. So she keeps it real. She does what she says she's going to do. Tell everybody what your campaign promise is.
My campaign promise is to educate, to, I don't know, my campaign promise is to get up there and fight for small brokerages.
There you go.
That's it.
Okay, very simple, very simple. When is Election Day?
August 3rd through the 7th.
Okay.
So mark your calendar so you can remember. And the reason why is only 1% of 40,000 plus realtors voted in the last elections.
It's just like a regular
That is sad.
elections. Yeah.
This is your board.
Mhm.
You need to have a say in it. And I want to have your vote. Get out there and vote. Mark your calendars for August 3rd through the 7th. You'll get an email from HAR saying, hey, it's time to vote.
Mhm.
So please vote for Sharon Yeary, small brokerages, and I won't let you down.
Are the only people that are allowed to vote are agents, or can anybody vote?
No, the vendors that are associated with HAR,
Mhm.
they are also allowed to vote, from what
Okay.
I understand.
So you have to be members of or associated with them.
Yes.
You can't just be regular person off the street to vote.
No,
Okay. It's only it's only electronic. You don't need to go into the HAR
No,
office. or
you'll get
anything
an
like that?
email and it will take you exactly to the voter page
Okay, and do you know how many times you can vote?
once.
I was
Thanks, Kevin.
gonna get on auto revote. So, okay, is there, in the last couple of minutes that we have, is there anything else that you'd like to tell anybody out there in podcast land, real estate agent or vendors that could vote, that you haven't already said?
What I'd like to tell realtors right now is I know the market the last couple of years has been slow, flat for some. Like 74% didn't make a sale last year. Now it's up to 84% this year have not had a sale. Don't give up. Real estate is a circular career.
Yeah, cyclical.
Singular?
Cyclical.
Centrical.
Yeah, there you
Got
go.
it, sorry.
It's one of those words.
Career. It's going to change. It's going to get better. But we need to speak up and voice our opinions. So we can only do that if you have somebody in office or on the board that you can trust.
I always tell people in situations like this, being not trying to be political, but in politics or in this kind of thing, if you don't vote, then you can't complain.
That's exactly right. That's
So-
exactly right. And something just came to my head, but I just totally forgot it, Kevin.
No problem. So if you're a real estate agent or a vendor that's associated with HAR, the elections are coming up. You said August 3rd to the 7th.
7th,
You should be getting an email. If you don't get an email, where can they go to figure out?
They can call HAR.
HAR, okay.
Or look in your spam. It might be in the spam, too.
Okay. Could they also go to the HAR website and find a link there?
I don't know.
I bet you could.
I bet you
I bet
could.
you could. So either look for the link, check your spam, or go to the HAR.com website, and the link should be there. August 3rd to 7th. This is Sharon Yeary with Sharon
With
Sharcom
Sharcom.
Realty LLC. You guys got to vote for her. I don't know anybody else that I'm going to vote for. So, if they would like to get a hold of you for any reason via
Sure.
real estate or anything,
Sure. My cell phone number is 832-388-9945. Email is SharonYeary@gmail.com.
give me your phone number one more time.
832-388-9945. I'd love to hear from you.
Sharon Yeary, guys, my new best friend. You guys got to vote for her August 3rd through August 7th. HAR Board 2027 Small Brokerages.
Right.
All right. Thanks for being on the podcast.
Oh, thank you so much,
Good
Kevin.
job. All right. Until next week, this is going to be this week's podcast. I might have another one Friday, but if I don't, I'm going to get this up in the next day or two. So you guys have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.